Hey y'all, it's Steve, Hobo with Wood, coming at you with another. Did you know? Did you know finding center and putting your image exactly where you want it to be on something oddball shaped like this is one of the easiest things you can do? About framing, finding center, and getting it exactly without even trying hard at all. You can do this in your sleep. Framing a 12 by 12 mirror is more difficult for me than getting this image centered exactly where I want it on a piece like this. This is a small, they call it a small round, but ain't nothing round about it. A little basswood round that I got from a hobby shop, and I'm going to put just an engrave in the middle of there. And the way I attack this is, okay, well, I find my smallest diameter, and if it's 6 inches, then the large, and I'm using a round medallion style of engraving. So if the 6 inches is my widest, and I want to leave at least a 3/4 inch border, so 5 1/4 is the biggest I can be. So I've got a 5 1/4 diameter that I'm going to engrave here. But this it doesn't have to be round. If you just know your dimensions of what you're wanting to put in here, and you're able to know, okay, well, you've got the size figured out of what you're going to engrave. That's the hardest thing you got to do, is getting the scale right. But here I'm working with a round in a round, so it's really easy. So I've got a 5 1/4 inch image or so I'm going to put in here. And because this is an odd growth, the center of the tree is here and all the rings expand out from there. So that's not even going to, you can't even use that. So whenever somebody's looking at this sitting on your desk or hanging on the wall, what are they judging it with? Their eyeballs. So I'm going to eyeball what is perceived center for me, put a little mark right there, set it to the side. Then I'm going to jump in here to LightBurn, come to my circle tool, hold my shift key, make a circle. Doesn't matter what size because we're getting ready to change it. With your aspect ratio locked, tell it to go to a 1/2 millimeter diameter. So there's a 1/2 millimeter. That circle is still selected, which is good because if it wasn't, you wouldn't see it. So now tell it to go directly to the center of your work page. Now, it's in the very center. Now, this is key. Make sure your laser starts from home position. And if you have an X tool and home is sometimes a mysterious place, hit it again. Send it to home twice to make sure it's at home. Once you've got your laser at home, come here to your laser targeting. And actually, before you do that, because that's so small, take that right here and zoom in right up on that dot. That's a 1/2 millimeter dot. Now, go to your targeting, come right here in the middle of that. Now, your laser is moving to the very center of the workbed. Now, you don't have anything on the workbed because you didn't know where to put it. But now the laser is directly at the center of the workbed. Now come down here to your Move tab and select your Fire button. Tell it to fire only at 1%. That way it's not doing anything, but the laser's on. And now you can take your round with your marked center, place it under there in the position oriented the way you want it to be. Then zoom out to your page to see your whole work area. That's still selected. Hit delete, get rid of it. I've already got my image ready to go. So all I got to do is select that and tell it to go where? To the center of the page. It's at the center of the page. The laser is at the center of my work position. My wood is in the center underneath the laser. I'm going to be working with absolute coordinates. That was another thing I should have said. When you center to home, make sure you're in absolute coordinates. Send it to the middle of the workbed. Bring your artwork into the middle of the workbed. And now everything's in position. All you got to do is say, start. She's going to engrave right in the middle of that oblong piece of wood. And you didn't have to do any math, no thinking, that's easy. That's really easy. So if you enjoyed this video, again, I plead with you guys every time. If you find these helpful and you enjoy watching this long-haired hippie hit that subscribe button. Where is it? It's there. Yeah, there it is. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications if you really like these and you want to see when these come out, because I think these Did You Knows are really, really helpful because they're short, sweet, and to the point. I enjoy making my project videos, but hit the subscribe button. It's going to help me immensely. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers before Halloween, I start getting paid. And that's what I'm doing this for. I like it, but I want some money. So this is Steve, Hobo with Wood, and I'm out.